See here, degasification liquid metal. Gases are much more soluble in liquid metal than the solid metal. As the liquid metal is poured into the mold and solidifies, it absorbs gases from various sources. From various sources, the gas is absorbed. These gases dissolve in molten metal. Okay. Then on solidification, what happens during solidification or upon solidification? The elements may recombine to form molecular gases. Molecular gases, and in doing so, form gas holes. So they form the gas holes like blowholes, pinholes, etc., resulting in casting defects. It is going to produce the casting defects. Since it is not possible to completely prevent the absorption of gases in the liquid metal, it is required to remove the gases which are dissolved in the liquid metal. The process adopted is known as degasification. Different degasification techniques are available. See, now you have understood what is the gasification or absorption of gases by the liquid metal. What are the effects of that gas which are dissolved in the liquid metal? What we need to do to remove the dissolved gases? What we need to do to remove the dissolved gases? So that we will see now. What are the sources of gases? From where the gases are coming into the liquid metal? From the furnace atmosphere. From the furnace atmosphere. From furnace atmosphere means different types of furnaces are there. Electrical furnaces are there, gas-fired furnace, oil-fired furnace, coke-fired furnace. Different types of furnaces are there. We are using for melting the metal. While doing so, what is happening? For example, in the case of blast furnace, in the case of cupola furnace, we are using the coke to burn. All of you know what is the meaning of coke? It is a solid fuel. Solid fuel. That solid fuel, okay, what happens? It contains lot of other after combustion residues. After combustion, solid residue will be there, that is called as ash, and our combustion products, gaseous products, are released to atmosphere. After combustion or during combustion, what is happening? The gaseous products are released to atmosphere. While releasing so, the furnace is the total closed shell. Closed shell. So what happens during that? The liquid metal will be absorbing the so many gases, like it is given: water vapor, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. These are the products of gaseous products of combustion. These gaseous products of combustion are absorbed by the liquid metal. If we do not remove these liquid gases from the liquid metal, what happens? I told you, blowholes are formed. Blowholes are formed. Gas entrapment, that is bubble. Gas bubble will be formed within the solid metal. Because what happens? All around the liquid solidified metal is there. At the center, entrapment of gas will be there. Entrapment of gas sometimes. So that is gas, or the gas pockets. Gas pockets are formed within the solid metal. What happens if let it form? Let it form. What happens? If it forms, then what happens means the strength of the material reduces drastically. What we are expecting from a material, what strength we are expecting from a material, that strength we will not get. We will lose the strength. So therefore, strength of the material will decrease. If the strength of the material goes down, the life of the material will be less. So therefore, this is the furnace atmosphere. In the furnace atmosphere, gases are absorbed. If it is electrical furnace, it is not releasing any gas. Okay, only heating. Still, vacuum furnaces are there. vacuum furnaces. It will not allow any gas to be there. So they will produce very strong metal or alloys because they are capable of avoiding gasification. So that is the furnace atmosphere. Okay. Next is furnace charge. This also I told you. When we are charging the metal materials, that is scrap material and fuel, etc. When we are dumping into the furnace, that time what happens? There is possibility of the unwanted material coming or entering into the furnace atmosphere. So they are also producing gases, like flux will be there, and fuel will be there, and scrap material. Scrap material usually on the surface, paint will be there. It is painted. Normally, for example, body of the car and any other material, mild steel or something which is painted. So this, they will not remove this everything, paint everything. So they will put it into the furnace as it is. Then that time what happens? Grease, oil grease will be there on the surface, paint will be there. All these things acts as the impurities and which will produce gases. These are all the sources of gas production. And this gas absorbed by the furnace, liquid metal. So this is the another possibility of furnace charge. Observe gas resource. And the ladles. Ladle means the bucket which is carrying the liquid metal from furnace to the mold cavity. Here what happens? Incompletely dried linings. Normally the ladle, it is a bucket. That bucket, it is made up of metal. But inside the metal, there will be a coating or lining. Lining means a thick layer will be there. Thick layer of ceramic will be there. So that if it is not perfectly dried, completely dried, if it is not completely dried, then moisture will be there. That moisture, again, it forms the vapor. That vapor is absorbed by the liquid metal. Like that, so the metal, gas will be absorbed into the liquid metal during within the ladle. One more possibility: furnace to ladle, ladle to mold. That is during transition. During transition, nothing but what? The metal is melted in the furnace. Big furnace, metal is melted, and from that big furnace to transfer the liquid metal into the mold cavity, in between we are using ladle. So that is from furnace to ladle. When it is shifting, we are shifting the liquid metal. That time also, during pouring down, it will absorb the gas. Gas is where the gas is available? Atmosphere. Around the that is everywhere we have this atmospheric gases, hydrogen, oxygen, everything is there, nitrogen. So these things will be absorbed by the liquid metal. Then during the ladle to mold, so furnace to ladle is over. Ladle to mold means we are bringing the liquid metal in the ladle from furnace, and then we are again pouring it to mold cavity. During that process also, again there is a chance, there is a scope for absorbing the gases from the atmosphere. Next is within the mold. Within the mold means mold cavity, it is made up of the sand. Normally what is there inside? The moisture is there. That moisture, that is, it becomes the steam when the hot metal comes in contact with the mold cavity. So that steam sometimes may be absorbed within the liquid mold cavity. Like that, some of these are all the some of the sources where the gas potential is there. So there is chances of absorbing the gases by the liquid metal. So therefore, what we have to do to avoid these dissolved gases in the liquid metal, for that is degasification methods, removal of gases from the liquid metal, that is called as degasification. So there are different types of degasification techniques you can see. One is the flushing, vacuum degassing, static bath treatment, induction degassing, stream droplet degassing, fractional degassing. Different methods of degassing techniques are available. So these are used depending upon the size, that is the quantity of metal, and the type of metal. Depending upon that, we are using a definite type of method, definite method of degasification technique. Okay. So now let's go to the discussion of the one by one. First one is flushing. Any doubts up to here? You can ask now. You are free to ask question. If at all anything is there, you can. 1 minute. Sachin NV. Sachin?
Sir.
You came to class before, no?
ಅವಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್ 5 minutes ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರ್ಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಲಾಬಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಿ again you will not come back to class. If I allow everyone, you will send the link to every student and then all students will come to that. We don't have control over it. Okay. So now let us see the different degassing techniques. First one is flushing. So flushing is like this. This is the furnace or ladle. Furnace means if the furnace is very small quantity, for this small quantity like melting of 2 kg, melting of 3 kg, like that, in that case ladle is not separate and melting unit is not separate. 2 kg, 3 kg up to 5 kg metal melting. So only small capacity melting, the furnace and the crucible both are same. Crucible itself is kept in the furnace, and after melting we will take out the crucible. So there is no question of transfer of liquid metal from furnace to ladle if the capacity is very very small, like within 5 kg or like that. Bigger capacity only we go for big furnace, and transfer of liquid metal from furnace to ladle will be there. Otherwise it will not be there. So now this is a small capacity, it is shown a furnace or it is a ladle, let us assume. This is the red one is the liquid metal. This is the container, okay, or the ladle. See here, flushing means what we are doing. There is a liquid metal, into it a stirrer or we call it as rotor. Another name is stirring. Okay, stir nothing but just rotation. Okay, here what we are doing, this is the aluminum metal, liquid metal. There is a motor, electric motor to supply the mechanical energy, and you can see here argon or this gas, totally stable gas, is supplied through a pipeline or through this duct into the liquid metal. So that when the argon gas is supplied into the liquid metal, it produces bubbles within the liquid metal. When we blow air into water, what happens? When we blow, take a siphon, a small tube, and then blow air into bottom of the cup where the water is completely filled. Then what happens? Bubble will come out. So all of you have experienced this. So like that here also what is happening, that bubbling action we are doing. So there is a there is an electric motor and there is a rotor which is connected at the bottom, and for stirring purpose, for creating the movement of the liquid metal. For that purpose, the rotor is provided, and the stable gases are supplied into the liquid metal at the bottom. Then what happens when the liquid metal is supplied at the bottom? This produces bubble. So then, all the dissolved gases will be releasing to surface. Dissolved gases will be releasing to surface. So therefore, it will escape further. It's a simple technique. Nothing else very big, complicated. There is a liquid metal, and then just we are blowing the gas into it. That's all. So because of that, what is happening? All the dissolved gases will come to surface, and then it will escape to atmosphere. That is the system adopted here. It is a very simple technique. Therefore, you can read here, flushing or gas scavenging. It's also called as gas scavenging. Scavenge nothing but sweeping or pushing out. So therefore, flushing or gas scavenging with an inert gas. Inert gas such as so many gases are used. Helium, nitrogen, argon, etc. are used in practice for degassing non-ferrous metals. Okay. Carbon monoxide is used for ferrous metals and nickel-based alloys. Nickel-based and ferrous alloys, normally we do not use nitrogen gas. Why means there is a problem. If you use nitrogen for ferrous materials, what happens? Nitrides are formed. Metal nitrides are formed. If metal nitride is formed, it is harmful for the metal properties. Strength will decrease, tensile strength will decrease, compressive strength will decrease. Totally the material become brittle if nitride is formed. So therefore, even hydrogen gas also we cannot use. Okay. So we have to use this carbon monoxide type of gas only for the metals. Ferrous metals, especially nickel based and ferrous metals. Okay. See here, nitrogen cannot be used as inert gas. They form nitrides that affect the grain size. Grain size affected means what happens? The nitrides form the brittleness, then strength of the material will decrease. So therefore, we cannot use. Hope all of you understood what is the meaning of this flushing. Any doubt in flushing? Another question ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ
No doubt.
Akash R.
Sir. Sir.
ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ, what is degassing? What is degassing? ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ? Put it on. Turn it on. Remove the mute. Unmute and discuss. Give your answer. Akash, if you know the answer, you say, yes, I know. Otherwise, you say, I don't know. Why you are?
Don't know, sir.
ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀನು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಪ್ಪ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ದೆ ತಾನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ಯಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್, ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್? ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿವರ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಕೇಳಿದೆಯಾ ಏನೀಗ ಆಕಾಶ್?
ಸರ್.
If you have not understood, have you asked me to explain?
Yes.
Huh? You did not ask me to explain. Again. ಯಾಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ? I want the solution, not the problem. ನಿನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಆಕಾಶ್ ಆರ್. Akash, I'm calling you only. Unmute and tell me why, what you have not understood. Charan.
Sir,
What is degassing?
the process of removal of dissolved gases.
Is there any so very difficult in not understanding this topic? Akash
No,
or
sir.
ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, he will go somewhere else. ಈಗ ಹಂಗನ್ನೋತಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಹಂಸ.
Sir.
Where is the potential absorption of gas? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. From where the liquid metal absorbs the gases. ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇಗ. From where the liquid metal absorbs the gas. Question is clear or not? Hamsa. Kartikeya.
Sir, from the furnace atmosphere.
From molten.
Sir, from the furnace atmosphere, the metal will absorb gas.
One possible solution is, one possible answer is furnace atmosphere. What next? Given 5-6 items from where the gas is absorbed. ಹಂಸ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಯಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಹೇಳು. What? I don't understand what you are doing. This topic yesterday also I had explained. Today also I have explained the same thing. Nothing very big rocket science in understanding this. Even with this much slow explanation, you are not able to grasp the thing means. Where is the wrong? Srujan KS. Surya. Vignesh. Vishwesh Anand. If you are not unmuting and then you are not discussing, then it says that you are not in the class. You are not attentive. You have kept the phone somewhere and then went out. That's the meaning. If you are not unmuting immediately when I call your name. Okay, beyond this, God only has to save you. I have explained this much. This topic explained 2 days. Sources of absorption of gas. And only new topic I taught is this one. First method of flushing. Apart from that, everything is old only. But even then, you are not able to understand and explain the things. Kartikeya, helbidappa. What is flushing?
Sir?
Flushing ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ. Just now I explained this diagram. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಾ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So flushing is nothing but it is the process of gas scavenging with an inert gas. See, inert gases such as chlorine, nitrogen, helium are the inert gases which are used in flushing. So those inert gas would be scavenged in the flushing process. So carbon monoxide is used for ferrous materials and nickel. With the carbon monoxide, nickel, some nickel content alloy is also used.
Totally flushing, nothing but whatever the inert, dissolved gases are there, that has to be bubbled out. For bubbling purpose,
Bubble.
instead of using atmospheric air, we are using inert gas.
Inert gases.
Inert gas only we are using. Any of the inert gas we are using just to create the bubble within the liquid metal. If you use air, what happens? If you use atmospheric air, then hydrogen will be there, oxygen will be there. So those gases again it will entrap. So therefore, to avoid that, we are using the argon gas that we are supplying. Just very simple supplying of argon gas and bubbling it. That's all. Then all the dissolved gases come to surface. It will go to atmosphere.